Hey everybody, this is Coach D with TackleTrading.com. I wanted to take a moment to talk to you a little bit about one of the features that we have on the scoreboard every week. If you're using the scoreboard, you know how awesome it is, and it's always awesome to check out. And I wanted to walk you through one of the concepts that I think is really valuable, can make you lots of money. So this best and worst sectors ranked by month, ETFs by month. So for example, like November, October, you could see where utilities were getting crushed. Not so bad in November, but then it's the top performer in December. And if that's based off of 20 years of average data, it might be reasonable to expect utilities to perform well in December. So of course we're halfway through almost now, but we should be looking forward to see what could be performing next. Like tech sector is not the top performer, and staples aren't the hottest. But you'll see that over here, that tech sector actually hits number 2. XLV for January. So I'm going to need to check out XLV since we've got a little bit of time between now and then. So when you look at the utilities, here's November. Utilities were down, and then when you go look at the chart, you see utilities for the month of November coming down. And here November down. But if you put it into the right context and back up and look at it from this is a weekly chart. If you put it in the right context and back it out a little bit, that is a big old technical support zone. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better channel setup. You couldn't ask for a better support resistance setup heading into December. And so you see it kind of trailing down here into November, and of course we come back into the daily time frame, and now you can see, well, what are the odds of that double bottom forming? And hey, I've got a double bottom for a breakout. Now that I would expect to perform well through the month. It may not perform well into January, but it'll certainly, I think, give us a breakout. And using that seasonal forecast is a really valuable tool. So we look back again, you see what's coming down the pipeline, who is performing, historically. It doesn't guarantee the outcome, but it certainly gives you something to look forward to. So for example, if I go check out the, healthcare sector for the month of January, and we go look at what it's been doing now, so you go XLV, and of course, use this you can trade the ETF itself, but you can also, of course, go trade the stocks within the group, of course, and find the leading candidates. So here you can see where, healthcare down. Look at that. We got a possible double bottom forming here. So there's your possible double bottom, forming, boom, boom, in the context of a possible uptrend. And when you look at it, in that perspective, you can see, there's some building volume on the pop there. On that weekly chart, you got that possible double bottom kicking in here. And again, it's all inside the context of this existing upward trend. If I'm drawing a trend line, I'm ballparking in that trend zone. And there's no guarantees that it performs. We do have some concerns with the new presidential administration possibly changing some of the things to the Affordable Care Act. May or may not, we don't know, but in the near term, my expectation is that January is good for XLV, and I pot through and I go find maybe a stock that fits underneath that, like, I don't know, say Celgene, for example, and I see Celgene had a breakout and a retracement here, all in the context of that beautiful upward trend. Nice breakout retracement on this weekly time frame, big support resistance, doji, nice looking setup, and I'm expecting the healthcare sector to perform through January. Earnings as it come in, and I got that technical setup. You look at that on a daily chart. There's a gap involved, and some downward movement to the same support zone. But that's the same kind of setup. As you have a general seasonal expectation, and the chart pattern coincides for the setup, and you'll see that time and time again if you use that best and worst ranked sector. You got some of that information in your master trader manuals out there, and you kind of look at what the seasonal expectation is for that time of year. And January is typically pretty sideways. It can be volatile up or down. Every year is a little different. I do expect it to move. But heading into the end of the year, we expect some real quiet time, and I don't really expect a little bit more Santa Claus rally, but by the time you get to the week of Christmas, 23rd, 22nd, whatever the markets, you see it stop trading, and you're not going to see any real trading between Christmas and New Year's. It's only 4 days of the market. The market's closed Monday, and you have really quiet week. But then come January 3, when the market does open again, you could probably see it take off. And if you are keeping track of those sectors, And again, this is just a guideline. It's not a hard set rule, but it's a super awesome guideline to help you understand which sectors typically tend to be the best performers, and it can add some dimension to your directional trading. And that it can help you make more money in your future than you have been able to heretofore make in your past. When you make the right decisions and the right choices, and of course, when you have the right kind of guidance like you do here at tackletrading.com, and the participation and the group support going on here in the clubhouse, which I'm loving, by the way, this is a good thing that you guys can actually see these things in advance, help them out. And if you guys find a great trade setup, don't be shy. Don't be afraid to share it and get some feedback on it and say, hey, I found a trade setup. Tell me what you guys think. And that way, one thing that's cool about trading and investing is if you share opportunities, it doesn't necessarily detract. Of course, it wouldn't detract. It only helps the outcome. Again, so we want to make sure we've got good quality setups. And if you find something of interest and you'd like to get a little feedback, pop it into the clubhouse and let some other educated eyes give you some feedback on it. And perhaps if you do find a good scenario, good trade setup, again, we can all benefit from that. And I'll, of course, anytime I find a good quality setup like this, I will be happy to share with you, as always. And use those reports to your advantage. There's some really great picks in there this week. And again, love seeing you guys all here in the clubhouse. Coach D, tackletrading.com.